In an age when life expectancy was barely 30, the year 1348 in medieval England was marked by a society straddling the thin line between survival and demise. The bustling markets of London, filled with the aromas of fresh bread and the chatter of traders, stood in stark contrast to the grim reality looming on the horizon, the Black Death. Each morning in a medieval village as dawn broke, the daily life of a peasant was a rigorous routine dictated by the seasons. Life revolved around agriculture, with most villagers working the Lord's land in return for protection and a small plot to call their own. Few knew the luxury of leisure. Work consumed their lives. The social hierarchy was rigid and absolute, the king at its pinnacle, with nobility and clergy wielding power over the serfs who tilled the soil. Amidst these fields, we follow Alaric, a humble farmer who, along with his wife Edda, tended to a small herd of sheep and a modest garden behind their thatched roof cottage. Their life was emblematic of countless others, simple, but dictated by the whims of nature and draconian laws imposed by the local lord. Their days were long and laborious, marked by the rhythm of farming seasons and punctuated by religious festivals that brought the only respite. Before modern medicine, people believed illness was a punishment from God or result of malevolent spirits. Alaric often gazed at the village healer with a mix of awe and suspicion, her remedies a mysterious blend of herbs and incantations. Yet this was the world they knew, grounded in traditions passed down through generations. In 1348, a phenomenon swept across Europe with a speed that belied understanding, the bubonic plague, or as it was grimly known, the Black Death. This sinister visitor arrived in England silently, probably carried by fleas on rats aboard merchant ships that plied the trade routes bringing goods from the continent. As reports of neighboring villages succumbing to this invisible force trickled in, fear infected the community. The church, a beacon of hope in a world dominated by doubt, offered its own explanations, citing divine retribution, urging penance and prayer as a salvation from this plague. Every day, Alaric would venture to the village center to barter goods, noticing fewer faces as time went by. One by one, people vanished from the crowded cobblestones. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some said it was airborne, others swore it was spread through touch. Alaric's knuckles whitened as he clenched his sickle, thankful for his isolated fields. Yet Alaric and Edda could not escape reality. Soon, the church bells tolled with an unrelenting consistency, marking the passing of souls at an unnaturally rapid pace. Alaric buried friends and family, the grim earth consuming one life after another. Economic systems faltered as producers and consumers alike were claimed by the illness. The social hierarchy began to tremble. With entire villages decimated, the power of the nobility faltered. In response, laws shifted. Serfs like Alaric, once bound by duty and servitude, found that their labor was in higher demand, and they could bargain better conditions. Some saw a chance for mobility in the fragments of devastation the plague left behind. As fields lay fallow and villages desolate, a subtle cultural transformation took root. Spiritual and religious thoughts questioned the omnipotence of God. Philosophy and science began to whisper tempting thoughts of reason beyond faith. The narrative was shifting. In a cruel twist of fate, the Black Death had planted the seeds for the Renaissance that would soon follow. The survivors, resilient amidst chaos, found themselves at the brink of a cultural rebirth, an awakening that eventually unfurled its wings across Europe in a blaze of knowledge and creativity. Historically, the plague brought not just death, but the impetus for profound societal change. It showcased the resilience of the human spirit and marked the turning of an era. What aspects of medieval life would you find most challenging? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this journey through history fascinated you, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into humanity's past. What historical period would you most like to experience? Let us know, and remember, understanding our past helps us navigate our future.